Hey everyone, this is Virgo Bandit here with just come explore with me Clear Creek Reservoir area. There you saw my pop-up hard-sided camper. We did dispersed camping here. All the activities that I've done in this video were free. Even my camping was free. That was dispersed camping in the Clear Creek Reservoir area. Just take 24 to CR 390. Follow that road down. You can drive them down and look and see. As you see a fire pit, it's dispersed camping. This was on all this is right off of, like I said, Country Road 390. So we went to a variety of different places here. There was parking, so it's pretty accessible. No, it's easily accessible from the road. So as you're driving down 390, you'll start seeing signs for a variety of different historical. This area was mining town areas, so there was mining towns and just are in mining camps too. So we're just walking around. Everything is pretty cool to walk around. It's free. I do recommend, if you can, here and there, they have little donation boxes at some of them. Throw a donation in there, $1, $2 or something. The historical societies that really try and keep the upkeep and keep this history alive, they would appreciate it. We stopped and there was one of those donation boxes, and we left a little something in there too for them. Hey, this was cool to see. I'm glad it's not just, a bunch of broken down wood. Walking around, there's little trails that tells you where to go in and around these buildings and everything like that. And also with that, you can't get lost. Don't worry about getting lost. You're not going to go that far out, trust me. So this probably took this 25-30 minutes to walk around everything and might take our time, and then hop back in the car and keep on driving. As I said, take 24 to 390. Once you get to Clear Creek Reservoir, you'll know that road, the beautiful road that goes by it. It'll take you by all these cool things such as this. We did hiking in the area. We did a lot of things. Also, Clear Creek Reservoir has rainbow trout, brown trout, kokanee salmon, cutbow trout, and tiger muskie, and probably some other stuff in there too. Nuisance species as well. I'm sure Colorado's got a lot of those. They do stock them in that actual reservoir. This is the Vicksburg Museum parking, for example. So this was another one. They had parking here too. Real simple. Here's a look from the road. That road right there, as I said, that's road 390. So you get an idea right there. That's what 390 looks like. So walking around, it's a lot of mining history in this area. You will see later on in the video, Winfield, Colorado. At one point, it's a ghost town now, but at one point there was 1,500 people they believed that lived there. Schoolhouses, a couple saloons, stuff like that. With that being said, when I talk about when I get to the Winfield, Colorado area, the videos I did take while I was there are people that still live there. We actually saw a house for sale while we were there, so that was pretty cool to see. I don't know what winters are like, but you better have four-wheel drive. And also in this area, by the way, beyond camping, there's a lot of four-wheeling. You can do a lot of four-wheeling and stuff like that, which is really cool to do. We didn't have that. We had our towing rig with us to tow our pop-up camper. But like I said, as you're driving down 390, before you get to Winfield, in certain areas of the 390, you'll see fire pits, and you'll see roads you can go down, and you can't get lost and you can't get confused because it is safe. It's private property or not. And you'll also see people that live in this area too, see their houses and everything. People wave to you. Everyone's pretty friendly. It's not a big. It's cool. It's a cool area. We've been coming out to this area for me, on and off for 20 some years, I would guess. Her probably since she was a child, 40 some years, I would guess. So, yeah, we've been coming out here a long time. This is the first time we actually camped on the Clear Creek Reservoir side as a family. Usually we camp over by Stone Cabin, which is on the other side of 24, maybe less than a mile from Clear Creek Reservoir, but nowhere near all this. As you can see, you're walking around, a lot of good history here. And like I said, hats off to the historical societies in this area that really maintain the upkeep so these places don't deteriorate into the ground. And there's just a sign telling you what used to be there, you can still see it being there. And I think that's, that's really important. Some living history. These are mining camps. This is a big, in the heyday of Colorado's, gold and silver booms and boons and all that stuff. So I think that's really great. Yeah. And also, there's really not a lot of need to, you don't have to really worry about like the physicality of like walking around these places. They're pretty accessible. So there's not like a huge hike you got to do to get to this. No, all this is available from the actual parking lot. So there's little trails that takes you to it right there from the parking lot. So I think that's really cool. So yeah, of course, don't hop on stuff here, a lot of stuff is fragile. So please be respectful of that. I think that's very important to keep this history alive. And I think that was really cool. Now with Winfield, like I said, you make it to the Winfield, Colorado area, you get to see one of the ghost towns in Colorado. It's a ghost town where people still live, if that makes sense. So these are like new house. Some of them are new houses that are built in. And also, if I didn't say, Winfield, Colorado is near Granite, Colorado as well. So that's depending on which way you come from. You may come from the Granite, Colorado area. As you can see, I'm walking around in this area before we actually got to Winfield, Colorado. Very nice, very treed area, very peaceful. There was no one here when we came here. Other times we came here, there's been people here, but we did see people that were pulling up as we were leaving. That was the theme of the day. Was we were leaving somewhere, someone else was pulling up. So I thought that was cool. This is just a little sample of the little hike we did in that same day. Beautiful hike we did within the National Forest, which was really cool. Went out into a meadow. This was, I don't want to say a difficult hike, but it was not an easy hike either. But you get an idea of what it looks like in Colorado once you start getting up in the mountains. This is probably between 9,000 and 10,000 elevation, I would guess. I wish I'd have looked at my watch while I was there, but it has to be around a 9,000 to 10,000 elevation for those interested. So, and like I said, there's always water flowing in Colorado once you get in the mountain, especially around this time of year in June, as the snow melts on top of the mountains, and we're up in the mountains. So that's just to give you a good idea. Beautiful scenery. It rained on us a little bit on our way back, but like I said, we were able to do a trail and everything at the same time as we're looking at all these mining history areas. So we stopped, did a quick hike, went to maybe 2.5 miles in and then 2.5 miles out. Here's Winfield, Colorado area. Just a few examples of it. Really cool. There was actually a camping area right there outside of town that was pretty accessible. I thought was really cool. I don't know how you make reservations. I'm sure it's not hard. This is us just walking and driving in. Look at this. This was a mining area. I can imagine what it was like in the 1800s. They mined all the way up to the early 1900s when they took out, I think, the last bit of silver that was in the mountains. This is just an example right here of the town. I thought the schoolhouse was really cool. We're not going to show it all. And also, like I said, people live here. So some of the places as we went further down the road are actually, inhabited by people. And there are people sitting out. I'm not going to put my camera up in their faces. There's also a cemetery. Oh, by the way, do not forget to go check out that cemetery. It's an old school cemetery. There's only been like one person buried there since back in the early 1900s, but there's been someone buried there not too long ago. So it's pretty cool to see what an old cemetery actually looks like. But yeah, we drove. Just be mindful. Oh, and I didn't say this already. We took our dog with us this whole time. So we had our dog with us. We didn't leave him in the car. He went hiking. He went and checked out all these historical areas. Everyone mostly knows. Just take care of it. If they use the bathroom, pick up anything they leave, stuff like that. Don't let them pee on on the historical areas either, type of stuff. There's a schoolhouse. I thought that was really cool. This little schoolhouse, and what was really cool is seeing the rules they had posted of what teachers could and could not do. That was a trip to see. Like, they really, really controlled them. Like, they couldn't get married. They had to be in by a certain time. All this stuff. It was wild to see that type of stuff. But look at the views. It's just like, Swiss Family Robinsons or something, whatever it is. The Sound of Music, we go to other countries and stuff, but let's be honest. United States, we got it all. What you want, we got it. We got everything. You want the Atlantic, we got it. We got the Pacific Ocean, you want mountains? Oh, we got mountains for days. We got everything. Anyway, this was Frugal Panda. I hope this gives some people some ideas out there of all the cool things that you can do in Colorado and many parts of this country. Come check it out. We did all this for free. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Frugal Panda, and I'm out. This was Clear Creek Reservoir area. Bye, everyone.